Welcome back. If you're an aspiring teacher or maybe an educator who recently moved to Indianapolis, chances are you're probably looking for a job for next school year. Well, here to help you do that are our friends from Teach Indy, and we have here Mark Carter and Sarah Marshall. You guys have a virtual job fair coming up next weekend. Give us the details.
Sure. So our virtual hiring event is happening on Saturday, April the 8th. We're going to start at 10 o'clock. What we love is that you can participate from your own home,
Yes.
which is nice because we're going to be on a virtual pathway or virtual platform.
So easy. And honestly, this isn't just for people who are already teachers or may have been teachers. This is for people that are interested in the field. What kind of requirements do you have to be to attend this?
Yeah, so we really want to encourage anybody who's interested in general. So no real requirements to attend this. If you want to be a teacher and maybe you've gone down a different career path already, you should come check it out. We'll have people there that can share information about what that takes. And if you're already teaching and maybe looking for a change, then we'll have multiple local Indianapolis schools there ready to talk about what jobs they have available.
Yeah, what specifically can people expect from this event?
Sure. So we're going to open up with like a how-to, make sure that everyone feels really comfortable, talk about, how to be settled in an interview. And then there's the opportunity to really bounce between at least 12 different schools, meet with school leaders, meet with the talent directors, share a little bit about yourself, provide your resume, and ultimately the hope is that people leave with an opportunity and a job next step.
What challenges are schools facing right now in the hiring game?
Yeah, so I think, it is certainly a competitive environment, and we know that the teacher shortage is real. We know that there are probably more positions out there than there are teachers. So the hope here is that really the teachers figure out, like, what is it that they're looking for? What is it that makes them happy? Where do they do their best work? And let's make sure we match you with a school that really meets those same expectations.
What is it about teaching and this job, this nonprofit Teach Indy? What is it that appeals you guys? What's your passion?
Yeah, I mean, both of us have had backgrounds in working with youth and working with students, whether in the classroom or in some of those other alternative settings. That's really what I think has driven both of us here. And then from that, it's working with the people who affect our students every single day, which are teachers. So we really want to work to make sure that every classroom in Indy has an amazing, awesome educator who's there working with students and making an impact in our community.
What makes an ideal teacher?
I mean, there's so many. I think we can all pause and think about our favorite teachers, and each of them has something very, very unique. I think somebody that can build deep relationships with students and see their greatness and bring that out of them so that they can live the life that they're hoping for. That's really what we're looking for. Yes, the content is critical. We want to make sure that our kids are set up for success in the future, but also that they grow into the people that they are destined to become.
Absolutely. The teachers that took the time to build those relationships are the ones I remember. Well, thanks so much for telling us about this virtual job fair here. You can click on that QR code for more information. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.